Yo, what is going on, guys? So in this video, we're going to have a little bit of a more lighter mood kind of video. I'm going to go over my favorite way that me and my few friends who used to play soccer, we would go to the gym and we would just have a really nice bicep pump. We would do one exercise and then leave. It was amazing. It's been years since I've actually done this properly, but I remember still from making this video, I remember I never hit the gym once ever before, but I remember the day after doing this exercise, people were already asking me, like, do you hit the gym, bro? Let's go. Like, they're giving me like props and stuff. They're like, yeah, hit the gym, man. So I guess back then it was like more rare to hit the gym too. So people were like, I don't know, it was like happier. I was obviously younger, so it was like people were more likely to approach me and talk. Now I look like scarier. People might be scared of me, but I don't know. Anyways, that was really fun. So I'm going to share with you basically the best way to stimulate your biceps and have the nastiest pump that you can get. It'll last you, after this workout, an hour after, you're going to have a nasty pump for the next 2 to 3 days. It's that intense. It's basically, you shouldn't, incorporate this into an actual routine or anything like that. It's not really like optimal for like training your body, but maybe on a day where it's like, before you go to the bar with your friends or some dumb shit like that, or maybe you haven't hit the gym, maybe you just want to try it. It's a really cool way to get that big pump going. So anyways, what it is me and my friends, we called it the Dirty 30. I don't know if there's an actual Dirty 30 that's different or anything like that, but basically what it is it's 3 sets that consist of 30 reps. So you're doing a lot of reps. You want to do this fresh. You don't want to do this at the end of like a workout, at the end of pull day or whatever. You want to do it fresh because it's going to be really fatiguing. You're going to need a lot of energy, and basically your arms are going to be fried after. At least that's how it felt back when I was very untrained. I'm sure if I did it now, it would still feel like quite similar, but I might be using a heavier weight, for example. But anyways, maybe this attributes to having big biceps now, because I remember back then that was like all I cared about. Obviously, like things have changed a lot since 5 years ago. You got to realize I didn't even hit the gym back then. Anyways, without further ado, let me tell you how to get this done. So first things first, we're using the easy bar. So make sure you're picking a weight that you can do a lot of reps with, because remember, we're going to do a lot of reps. It's like 3 sets of 30. So make sure that, the weight that you choose is light enough. It's appropriate for this kind of rep range, is appropriate for this kind of workload. So now let me tell you how it's done. So basically, we started off by doing 10 reps of a regular grip bicep curls. So you're just standing there, you're doing 10 reps regularly. Once you've done those, you want to switch to narrow grip. You can take, a couple seconds, a couple breaths of rest, but you don't really want to rest. Basically, this routine works because you stack up so much fatigue. But because you're using slightly different areas of the bicep for each of the 10 reps, you're able to push through so that you can stack the fatigue onto each different part of your bicep and actually experience a maximum pump. So after you do the 10 regular grip reps, you're going to switch to the narrow grip reps. So you're going to do 10 reps in a really narrow grip. You're going to see them starting to pop now. Once you push through the 10 reps of narrow grip, you want to switch to the wide grip. Now this is going to be really hard because you're already done 20 reps. Your biceps are going to feel quite exhausted, but remember, because it's a different part of your muscle, you're using a slightly different part of your biceps, and because the weight's light enough, you're going to be able to push through. I want you to remember, you're doing this at the start of your workout, so you have enough energy. You can do it. It's going to hurt, but you're going to be able to make it. Once you finish those 10 reps of wide grip, now you can rest. You've completed 1 set. Rest a couple minutes, because we're going to have to do that 2 more times. The magic in this routine is really the magic in this workout or this exercise is really just because you're doing so much volume, you're stacking the fatigue, you're getting so much, reps that you're getting the blood flowing through your muscles. It's going to create a maximum amount of pump, and you're using basically your entirety of your biceps because we're switching the grips up. We're going to have the maximum stimulation throughout all the heads of the bicep, and on top of that, it's going to allow us to do so many reps. So it's kind of like a double effect. So because we're using different parts, we're going to have a good pump. And because we're using different parts, we're going to be able to do so many reps and have such a great workout. Like I said before, though, we want to do this at the start of the workout. We don't want to do it later just because, we want that maximum. We're doing this for the biceps. We're not doing this at the end of a pull day, for example. You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to experience maximum results. And another thing to add, like one last thing to note, is we usually, when I tell you about bicep work, about doing curls, we always focus on, having a really good range of motion, having really good, tempo, and, squeezing at the top, having the full stretch at the bottom, all of those things. For this version, we're not going to focus so much on that. We still want to have a decent curl, but we don't really need to have such a high quality rep because we're doing so many reps. The magic in this routine is really just how many reps we're doing, how much repetition and strain we're putting onto the bicep because of just the raw amount of volume. So we don't need to focus as much on the form if compared to like, if we were doing just one set of 10 to 12 reps. If we were only doing a set of 10 to 12 reps, then each rep matters so much more. We want to have, really high quality reps. But because the magic of this routine is stacking the fatigue, getting through the volume, we don't need to worry as much about the quality of the reps. So, don't, slow your reps down because, I told you before it's very important. It is very important, but for this routine, we're focused on getting through all 90 reps. That's the main point we're focusing on for this version. One last thing I want to add is, bro, this is actually going to hurt. I know it sounds really fun. It sounds like cool. It is very fun. It is very cool. You're going to have an insane pump if you do it. But when you're doing it, it's going to hurt. It's really going to burn. It takes a lot of effort and intensity to push through it. If you're someone who, doesn't or is not able to push themselves well enough, you're going to struggle with this one because it's really hard, especially mentally. You're going through the last one, which is like the wide grip. You're getting through, especially set 2 and 3, the fatigue is really going to stack up. So it's going to be burning. It's really going to be hurting. And you need to be mentally strong enough to push through that, push through the pain, push through the physical pain, the burn, and also push through it mentally as well. You feel like it's never ending. It's, you're mentally, it's like, holy shit, I just want to put this down. It's going to be really hard. You're going to be able to do it if you really push yourself though, because like I said, we're using different parts of the bicep, we're going to have just enough energy to push through it. So yeah, it's very difficult. Of course, the pump is amazing. You're going to feel really amazing after. You're probably not going to be able to bend your arms. Your arm's going to be stuck like this. But yeah, maybe go try this out one time. Maybe one time with your friends, before you go out one day, all of you go and try this exercise, try the workout, see how that goes. I hope you enjoy this little trick from me. Maybe I'll go try this out sometime too. It's been years since I've done this. Let me know how it goes. Ask me any questions down in the comments below. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're not already, to stick around for more content just like this and other gym tips to bulk up, get that muscle you want to go. With that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.